On a crisp November day in 1971, a man known as Dan Cooper stepped onto Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, embarking on a journey that would soon become the stuff of legend. This unassuming man, impeccably dressed in a business suit and tie, was about to pull off one of the most audacious hijackings in aviation history. Under the alias of D.B. Cooper, he handed a neatly written note to a flight attendant. The note read, he had a bomb and demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The flight attendant, visibly shaken, relayed the message to the pilot. This seemingly ordinary flight from Portland to Seattle had suddenly taken an extraordinary turn. As the news of the hijacking reached the authorities, a frantic scramble ensued. The police, the FBI, and the airline's management were all in a race against time to meet Cooper's demands. All the while, the passengers aboard Flight 305 were oblivious to the drama unfolding around them, under the belief that their delay was due to a minor mechanical issue. Upon landing in Seattle, the airline's management handed over the ransom and parachutes to Cooper. The passengers, relieved to finally disembark, had no idea that they were leaving behind a man who was about to pull off one of the most audacious acts of the century. With his demands met, Cooper allowed the passengers to leave, keeping a few crew members as insurance. He then instructed the pilots to refuel and set a course for Mexico City. As the plane took to the skies once more, the passengers were safe on the ground, but the saga of D.B. Cooper was far from over. The stage was set for the next phase of his audacious plan. The world was watching, holding its breath, as Cooper prepared to leap not only from a plane, but into the annals of criminal legend. With his demands met, Cooper prepared for the next phase of his audacious plan. As the news of Cooper's demands reached the ground, a flurry of activity ensued. The authorities sprung into action, their minds filled with a chaotic blend of confusion, apprehension, and a pressing need to resolve the situation. The FBI, along with local law enforcement, scrambled to gather the hefty sum of $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes as requested by the audacious hijacker. Meanwhile, high above the clouds, the atmosphere inside the plane was tense. The passengers, oblivious to Cooper's machinations, were released in Seattle, their fears replaced with relief. In exchange, Cooper received his peculiar ransom, a bag full of cash and parachutes. With the first part of his audacious plan successful, Cooper directed the crew to refuel the plane. His next instruction was even more baffling. The flight was to continue to Mexico City, with a refueling stop in Reno, Nevada. The plane was to fly low at a speed slower than usual, and the cabin was to remain unpressurized. As the plane resumed its flight, Cooper prepared for his daring escape. He ordered the crew into the cockpit, his voice steady, his demeanor calm. The rear passenger door was opened, and the cold night air rushed in, filling the cabin with an icy chill. The plane, now a steel bird soaring through the night, was set on a course that would go down in history. As the plane took off towards Mexico City, the stage was set for one of the most daring escapes in criminal history. Cooper's audacious plan, executed with a cool precision, had thrown the authorities into a frenzy. The plane, a Boeing 727, now served as the stage for an unimaginable act. As the ground slipped away, the reality of the situation settled in. Cooper was not just a hijacker, he was a man willing to leap into the unknown, to escape into the night, carrying with him a bag full of cash and a mystery that would baffle the world for decades to come. As the plane cruised over the dark vast expanse of the Pacific Northwest, Cooper made his move. In the quiet hum of the aircraft, Cooper, now a figure of audacious intrigue, prepared himself for the daring leap that was to come. With the cold wind rushing in through the opened rear door, he strapped on one of the parachutes, his face unreadable, his actions steady and deliberate. He had taken the time to secure the ransom money, bundling it tightly to his body. The bills fluttered slightly in the frigid air, a fortune ready to take flight. With the final checks done, Cooper turned to the cockpit, giving the pilots a thumbs-up sign, his silhouette outlined against the gaping void behind him. Then, without hesitation, he jumped. The figure of D.B. Cooper, the audacious hijacker, was swallowed by the night, disappearing into the endless expanse of the Pacific Northwest. Back on the plane, the crew watched in stunned silence as the hijacker's figure receded into the darkness. The audacity of the act, the coolness of Cooper's demeanor, it was all too surreal. They had just witnessed a daring escape unlike any other. As the realization sank in, the plane circled for 45 minutes, the crew and pilots scanning the dark landscape below for any sign of Cooper, but it was to no avail. Cooper had vanished into the night, as elusive as the shadow he had become. This marked the beginning of one of the most extensive and high-profile manhunts in American history. The FBI, local law enforcement, and even the Oregon National Guard scoured the wilderness, but the elusive Cooper remained a ghost, leaving no trace of his daring escapade. Despite tireless searches and countless investigations, D.B. Cooper had successfully evaded the authorities. His audacious act of airborne thievery would go down in history as one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Cooper had vanished into the night, leaving behind a baffled crew and a mystery that would baffle investigators for decades to come. In the years that followed, the mystery of D.B. Cooper would continue to captivate and confound. The audacious hijacking and the subsequent vanishing act left a trail of unanswered questions, leading to a myriad of theories and speculations. Some argue that Cooper was an experienced skydiver, while others speculate that he was a disgruntled employee with inside knowledge of the airline's operations. Yet there are others who believe that Cooper did not survive the perilous parachute jump, with the stolen money becoming his watery grave in the vast Pacific Northwest wilderness. The FBI investigated over 1,000 potential suspects, but none matched the elusive D.B. Cooper. In 2016, after 45 years of investigation, the FBI officially closed the case, leaving it as one of the longest and most exhaustive investigations in its history. However, the fascination with Cooper's daring escapade didn't end there. The case has permeated popular culture, inspiring a slew of books, films, and television shows. It has become a staple in American folklore, a symbol of audacious rebellion and unfathomable mystery. The most intriguing aspect of the Cooper case is not the hijacking itself, but the enduring mystery that surrounds it. The unknown identity of Cooper, the fate of the stolen money, and the question of whether Cooper survived the jump continue to baffle and intrigue. Despite the countless hours of investigation and the numerous theories put forth, the truth about D.B. Cooper remains elusive. Yet, this enduring enigma only adds to the allure of the case, capturing our collective imagination and keeping the legend of D.B. Cooper alive. The case of D.B. Cooper remains a tantalizing mystery, a testament to the audacity of human nature and the enduring allure of the unknown. It serves as a reminder that in the world of mysteries, the questions often prove more intriguing than the answers. And as we delve deeper into the unknown, we are drawn into the captivating charm of the unsolved and the unexplained. As we delve deeper into the world of unsolved mysteries, the tale of D.B. Cooper serves as a reminder of the extraordinary hidden amidst the ordinary. This daring escapade, executed with an audacity that leaves one astounded, has left a lasting imprint on the annals of unsolved mysteries. The story of D.B. Cooper is a narrative that defies belief, a tale spun from the threads of audacity and mystery. A man, nondescript yet striking in his audacity, boards a flight one ordinary day, only to etch his name in the annals of the extraordinary. His demands, met with trepidation and astonishment, set the stage for an escapade that would baffle investigators for decades to come. The exchange on the tarmac, the flight to an unknown destination, the leap into the cold, dark abyss. Each moment adds to the enigma of D.B. Cooper. A man leaps from a plane, vanishing into the night with $200,000 strapped to his body, leaving behind a baffled crew and a mystery that continues to perplex to this day. The search for Cooper, a manhunt spanning decades and traversing vast swaths of land, has yielded little but tantalizing clues. Despite the tireless efforts of investigators and the countless theories proposed, the identity and fate of D.B. Cooper remain shrouded in mystery. The hijacking of Flight 305 remains a fixture in American folklore, a story that continues to captivate and intrigue, a testament to the power of mystery and the enduring fascination with the unknown. As we conclude our journey into the enigma of D.B. Cooper, we are reminded of the extraordinary hidden amidst the ordinary. The world is full of mysteries waiting to be explored, puzzles begging to be solved, and secrets yearning to be uncovered. Until next time, explore the mysteries that surround you and let your curiosity guide you on your journey.